Hey, I'm Chris Berman. Coming up on ESPN. A couple of years from now, we'll be sending you to a brand new stadium out in the Valley of the Sun. But for now, we'll have to make do with the existing Arizona Stadium. Washington, Arizona, now!
The fans are finding their way to their seats, those who really own those seats, as we get set to begin this exciting game. Hello, I'm Dan Stevens, and welcome to Arizona Stadium. With me, as usual, is commentator extraordinaire, Mr. Peter O'Keefe. Hope you like that intro. Now, who has caught your attention down on the field?
Thanks, Dan. I'm watching a coach whose career I've followed pretty closely over the years. Dennis Green is a guy with a history of rebuilding teams and leading them to success. The Cardinals have committed themselves to his plan and will try to improve last season's record.
We'll see how his game plan unfolds once we get started, but first, the toss of the coin.
Heads. Heads it is. Let's see. Neil Record kicking off for the Cardinals.
The ref gets the signal, and we're set.
For Cardinal football.
Rackers kicks it off to begin the game. Jacobs catches it back at the 3. Stopped at the 24. Well, it looks like the weather is cooperating with us today, but Susie has the full scoop on that. Susie.
Thanks, Dan. It's a slightly breezy day today, but it probably isn't enough to affect kicks or throws that much. Dan, back to you.
Susie, the Redskins offense takes the field, and they will start at their own 24-yard line. Coles hauls in the pass, and he's got the first down and a whole lot more.
First and 10. Ball at the Redskins, 46-yard line.
Brunell throws a big high lob,
First down,
and the catch
Redskins.
is made well past the markers for a first down.
Rod Gardner has 3 guys on this play looking for the interception, but they don't get it. He says, "I'll take that, thank you very much." Oh, that's a wonderful catch. The defense should be shaking their heads.
And Peter, that time, neither of those guys really had a height advantage on the other.
Yeah, and sometimes when you find yourself locked in a matchup like that, it simply becomes a question of who wants the ball more. Advantage offense.
Catches it in the flat and is at the 40. Chased down at the 26. That will bring up first down.
Mark Brunell dings this one perfectly. Great pass, great catch, great play. Let's have another look. Bullseye. What a precise throw. They keep doing plays like this. He could be in big trouble.
Let's go deep. First and 10. Ball at the 26-yard line.
Chews up 4 yards, and that will bring up second down.
Second and 5. Ball at the 22-yard line.
Cole catches the long throw, and that will be a gain of 3 yards.
Lenny's Coles easily outclassed his defender on that catch, and he had that play all the way.
Not a lot of room on that play. It will be third down. Portis will get the handoff, and he gets tackled short of the markers. Fourth down coming up. It looks like, we've had an injury down on the field. As soon as we hear anything, we'll be sure to pass the information along to you.
Check this out first. Yeah. You'll be all right. Just take it easy. Take it easy. I got some.
Fourth down, and the field goal unit is on the field.
Tom Tupa, holder.
Hall kicks from 37 yards
The
out,
field goal
and
attempt is
they
good.
take the lead.
John Hall rockets this one in for a clean field goal. Let's see it again.
He's got plenty of room on either side. Great accuracy there.
Well, you could have backed up that one 10 yards or so. He still probably would have made it.
John Hall kicking off for the Redskins.
The ref gets the signal, and we're set. Hall booms a beauty here. Scobie downs this in the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinals will start this drive at their own 20-yard line. Ship will get stopped
Marcel
at the
Ship,
line,
the
and
ball
that
carrier.
brings up second down.
Michael Barrow with the tackle.
Move it back, Ship.
2nd and 10. Ball at the Cardinals' 20-yard line.
Hodgins goes in motion. Washington
Marcus
gets the
Washington
sack
with the
way
sack.
back at the 15.
Marcus Washington gets the sack deep in the pocket. That's going to be a sizable loss. Watch this. Oh, yeah, that's going to push him back, way back. Great defensive play.
They read that play the whole way, and they force a third and very, very long.
Monstrous D the past few downs for these guys.
Bolden didn't haul that one in, and it falls
Number
incomplete.
81
That
was the
will bring
intended
up
receiver.
fourth down.
Anquan Bolden
with the
went to the
cover.
outside on that last play. Had some room, but couldn't make the catch. Incomplete.
That incompletion cost them some yards, Peter, but, you know, even if it had been hauled in, they would still be short.
That's right. In those situations, you're
20
just
to
trying to
make the
get
return.
yards. And if you're lucky, something will develop.
Player lines up to punt after the 3 and out. Player gets the snap and punts it away. Morton heels the punt at the 48.
Return of 7 yards
Back
on the
down
play.
at the 45.
Chad Morton got swarmed by the kicking team before he got very far. That nice punt pretty much goes unanswered.
The Redskins start this one on the center logo at the 45-yard line. Portis gains 8 yards, and that brings up second down. Thompson was shaken up earlier, and I hear Susie Comer has a report for us. Susie?
Thank you, Dan. I got in touch with the team doctor, and apparently he's suffering from neck spasms. They're massaging it, and it's working well. Expect to see him on the field later in the game. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Susie. Portis gets the ball again and heads left, brought down at the 36.
Well, McKinnon brought down the ball carrier before the markers. There was some gain there, but not enough for the first.
And I'll tell you, Peter, he made a great tackle there. He brought down one of the more elusive backs in the game.
Well, you're absolutely right, Dave. But if there's one guy on this defense that can stick with the ball and make the play, it was him.
Third down, 2 tight ends in the game. Portis carries it for a third time in a row and picks up the first down.
Clinton
First
Portis
down,
was
Redskins.
assisted on that play by some great blocking that opened up holes for him. Without those blockers, he would have
First
been
and 10.
toast.
A big gain
Ball
on
at the 31.
third, and they will easily move the chain.
Perfect call for the situation, Dan. No trouble in getting the first. Check that out. Those last year numbers are solid.
Brunell throws
Gain
a
of 6
bullet
yards
to the
on the
flat,
play.
and
Second and 3. Ball at the 25.
grabs the fastball over the middle and is well past the markers for a first down. And that'll do it for
That's the end of the
quarter
first
number
quarter.
1. The Redskins with a small lead, 3-0. First down with the tight end right. Brunell throws a hater, and it's bobbled and dropped. Incomplete.
Walter Rasmussen dropped the ball so fast there, you'd think it bit him on the thumb or something.
Potential for a quick first down, but no, they cannot hook up the pass.
You can take a shot in that situation, and it's really not going to hurt you. That's a good call.
That'll bring up second down.
Ball at the 16-yard line.
No good. Incomplete.
James Thrash has all the space and time he needed to make that catch. So why doesn't he? He was open out there, people.
That's incomplete, and it had a chance at 7.
Oh, boy, they would love to have that play again.
Coach Gibbs doesn't agree with the call, and we're going to see the red flag.
Hey, we want a challenge.
Washington is challenging whether the pass was caught inbounds.
This is their first challenge of the game, and even if they lose this one, they still have one challenge left.
Dan, when we check out the replay here, we should be able to see if the catch was made prior to going out of bounds.
After review, the pass has been ruled complete. The catch was made prior to going out of bounds. Washington will not be charged a timeout. Touchdown, Washington.
He likes the call, and you sort of have a feeling that he knew it all along.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Go do it. Come on, let's go.
John Hall to attempt the extra point. Tom Tupa holding.
Here's the point after,
The extra
and
point is good.
It's good. There's the signal, and we're ready. Hall booms a beauty here. Scobie downs this in the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinals' offense has to score here. This drive will start at their own 20-yard line. Hodgins goes in motion. Schiff gets the call on first down and heads wide right. Pursues and makes the tackle back at the 17.
Marcus Washington was a one-man wrecking crew back there. He powered into the backfield and made the tackle.
That's his second tackle so far.
Ball at the Cardinals' 17-yard line.
Loses one on the play, and that will bring up third down.
Michael Barrow was a one-man wrecking crew back there. He powered into the backfield and made the tackle.
Another good stop by the defense, and that will be 2 losses in a row.
Look at those stats. That's the definition of a standout year.
Springs puts a lick on the receiver and separates him from the ball. Incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
With the coverage.
Marcus Washington put the brakes on that play without any help. Man, he had that zone locked down.
It was third and very long, and it didn't look too hard for the defense to stop that play right in its tracks.
You know, Dan, that's what pressure on first and second down will get you. You push them into a hole, and then it's hard to climb out.
Fourth down ahead. Player takes the long snap and punts it away. Tackled at the 49.
Chad Morton didn't have much room to work with back there. The special team squad made sure he couldn't respond to that really nice punt. The
Redskins come out on offense and are well ahead. They have yet another shot to score and start this drive at their 49-yard line. No good. Incomplete.
Pass is incomplete with the deflection.
Mark Brunell showing off some precision passing out there, Dan. Clearly, he's exploiting the short game so far, and he's got 78 yards and 1 touchdown.
Second down, both
10.
wideouts to the right.
Ball at the Redskins, 49-yard line.
Coles goes in motion. Brunell rifles it out left side, and it's tipped. Incomplete.
Carlos Dansby came in and got a hand on that football and left no chance for a reception there.
If complete, that would have made for a bit shorter third down play, but the defense had other ideas.
The anticipation to the throw was key here. It made all the pieces fall into place.
Third down coming up. Crash grabs the
First
rope
down,
right side,
Redskins.
and they get the first on 3rd and long.
James Thrash has some company on this play, but he still makes the catch. That's good concentration and focus. It's worth another look. Oh, maybe they should have triple covered him there.
3rd and long, and they get the big play to convert. What do you think of that, Peter?
I love it. That's what football is all about, making the big plays when you need to, and you can't coach that.
Portis picks up 6 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Clinton Portis high-stepped it over the opposition and got the
Second and
yards.
4.
They move the ball, and it will be 2nd down. 2nd down, 2 wideouts on the field. Hill makes a play on this and forces the incompletion.
Hill couldn't break that play any better if it was tattooed on the inside of his helmet.
On 2nd down, they try for the first, but it's played well by the defense. That will bring up 3rd down.
Nice pressure that time.
Brunell zings it to the right side, and it is not reeled in. Incomplete.
Wayne Starks was shadowing very closely, close enough that the pass was incomplete.
It seemed like the defense read that one from the beginning, and they forced the incompletion with relative ease.
Beautiful call by the D coordinator.
It'll be 4th down. 4th down, 4 yards to go. Hall with the 45-yard attempt, and as it sails just left of the upright.
Ron Hall usually can make these with some regularity, but not today. Oh, something went wrong there from the get-go.
The Cardinals have had some trouble moving the ball recently. We'll see what they do on this drive as they start at their 36-yard line. Chip takes his 4th carry of the game and takes it upfield.
Marcel Ship.
Dragged down at the 40.
Marcus Washington with the
We
tackle.
went over this all week in practice. Now we're going to get it this time. And we're going to go just like it is. We're going to execute, we're going to stay strong, and we're going to get to the spots we need to. Okay, fellas?
2nd and 5. Ball at the Cardinals' 40-yard line.
It's intercepted.
Interception, Redskins.
Stopped at the 50.
Marcus Washington intercepts the football. Let's take another look.
That is a stellar effort on the part of the D. He's got his zone all locked up tight. He knows how the play's going to go down.
And that gives him the chance to step in and make a play himself. You can't coach that.
Boy, that was a heads-up play to come away with his first interception of the game.
Yeah, you got to love D like that.
Gardner goes in motion. Portis has the ball and runs into traffic. Pace tackles him behind behind the line of scrimmage.
79.
Calvin Pace targeted the ball carrier early and didn't even let him get back to the line of scrimmage.
They put a stop to this
Second
play
and 10.
behind the line of scrimmage.
Ball at the
Pretty good
Redskins,
call by the
50-yard line.
defensive coordinator.
Agreed, Dan. They had it all locked up there.
That will bring up second down. Second down, one man back.
Second and 10. Ball at the Redskins, 50-yard line.
Four receivers line up as the defense settles into a nickel package.
Gardner makes the catch on the right sideline, and that will be a gain of 3 yards.
Mark Brunell made a nice throw there, got it right past the defender.
Well, not much of a gain there, and they will face third down.
Third and long, too, Dan. Big play coming up.
Third down, 3 wideouts in the game.
First down, Redskins.
First catch out to the left and gets past the markers for a first down. First down
10.
from the eye.
Ball at the 26.
Portis will get the carry on first down and maybe picks up 1 on the play.
Second and 9. Ball at the 26-yard line.
Portis takes his 10th carry of the game and picks up 8 yards on the play. Third down and less than a yard. Brunell and it's intercepted.
Dan, this is a nice interception. Check his position out to make the grab. Got it.
Boy, that was a heads-up play to come away with his first interception of the game.
Yeah, you got to love D like that.
The Cardinals can climb back into it with a score before half here. They will start this drive at their own 13-yard line. Chip takes it for his 5th carry and heads left. Tackled, and the clock will continue to run.
Michael Barrow with the tackle.
Second down,
Second and
just a
5.
single receiver on the field.
Ball at the Cardinals' 18-yard line.
Chip is at the 30. First down stop at the 45. It will be first down. The Cardinals want to talk it over, and they take their first timeout. Hammers the receiver and forces him to drop the ball. Incomplete. And that'll do it for the first half of this one. The Redskins enjoying the lead 10-0. And now let's send you to Chris Berman in our studios in Bristol for the ESPN halftime report. Boomer?
All right, Dan, interesting game at the half. We'll get back to you guys in a bit. First, we welcome everybody to our ESPN Halftime Report. I'm Chris Berman. A look at our first half numbers now, and the stat that leaps out at you, third down conversion. The Cardinals are certainly losing because of it. It's hard to win when you play like that. An exciting start to this one right on the first play from scrimmage. Mark Brunell would find his target on this one. That set up a 38-yard field goal. The Redskins get the first points of the game and go up by 3. Redskins later on in the second quarter ball at their own 48. Mark Brunell connected with his man on this one. Cardinals midway through the second, Cards trailing by 10. Marcus Washington would come up with the big play to kill a drive as he was able to step in front of a wayward pass for an INT. Redskins late in the second quarter, Ronald McKinnon shows some great awareness here as he gets himself into position to pick this one off. Skins winning 10-0. Marcel Ship is going to bounce this one to the outside. And look at the execution up front. He's in the clear. And that's where we'll leave this one. Cards are down at the half, 10-0. And as far as my halftime hero, well, there's really no contest. James Thrash has taken over this game. So that does it for our halftime report. We'll send you back now to the second half of this one. Dan Stevens and Peter O'Keefe are there. Gentlemen.
Thanks, Boomer, and welcome back to our broadcast presented in ESPN Game Sound. Designed and developed in collaboration with Dolby, the leader in surround sound technology. The Cardinals get the ball first this half, and they could use a score right out of the gates to get back into this one. They currently trail 10-0. Now let's get to the game. Scobie fields the second half kickoff at the 1. Tackled at the 19. It looks like, we've had an injury down on the field. As soon as we hear anything, we'll be sure to pass the information along to you.
You gonna be all right? Just out. You see this right here? All right.
Feel this?
All right.
It hurts.
Right there. It's gonna be all right, man. You're gonna be all right.
Let me help you.
Come on. You gotta get back to us.
Come on, let's go.
You gonna be all right to play?
The Cardinals are going to try and capitalize on the interception. They'll start this drive at their own 19-yard line. Gains 5 on the play, and that will bring up second down.
Second and 5. Ball at the Cardinals' 24-yard line.
Hodgins goes in motion. Smoot tackles him behind the line of scrimmage.
Fred Smoot targeted the ball carrier early and didn't even let him get back to the line of scrimmage.
They don't let that play get back to the line of scrimmage, and that will bring up third down. Third down, tight end to the left. Smoot makes a play on this and forces the incompletion. It'll be fourth down.
Fred Smoot swatted that one away cleanly. The receiver didn't have a prayer in getting that one.
Player lines up for the punt.
Player in punt formation. Number 20 to make the return.
Player gets the ball and punts it away. Morton fields the punt at the 35. Tackled at the 38.
Chad Morton didn't have much room to work with back there. The special team squad made sure he couldn't respond to that really nice punt.
The Redskins were intercepted last time out. We'll see what happens here. We'll start at their 38-yard line. Hauls in the lob right side and gets past the markers for a first down.
Pass interference, number 27, defense. The penalty is declined.
First down with the tight end right.
Ball at the Redskins' 50-yard line.
Coles goes in motion. Curtis is at the 40. Eventually pushed out of bounds at the 27. First down.
All right, baby. First down.
Adrian Wilson eventually gets there, but I don't know why he even bothered. Big gain, and they'll move the chains. Well, he eventually stops them, but way past the marker. That one's going to hurt.
That's his second tackle so far.
Wow, those are nice stats. Way to carry the ball.
Coles didn't haul that one in, and it falls incomplete. Bauman had to leave the field earlier in the game, and now Susie Kalber has a report. Susie?
Thanks, Dan. I got in touch with the team doctor, and apparently he's suffering from a sprained elbow. They're sizing him for a brace, but progress is slow at best. I've been told that his return is questionable. Back to you, fellas.
As always, we'll hope for the best up here in the booth. Thank you, Susie. Brunell unloads this one to the left, and the catch is made well past the markers for a first down.
Cornelius Coles had 3 guys covering him, but look what happens. Incredible catch.
That's another medium-range catch for him. He's really found his niche in there.
Yeah, and unless he starts getting shut down, there's no reason for him to move out of it.
First down, 2 wideouts on the field. Woods makes a play on this one and forces the incompletion.
The deflection.
LeVar Woods couldn't have read that play any better if it was tattooed on the inside of his helmet.
That is their 4th batted ball. Tell you, we've seen a number of good defensive plays from this squad.
We sure have. We'll see if they can keep it up, though.
Brunell zings it to the right side, and it's intercepted. No one in front of him. Knocked out of bounds at the 38. It looks like, we've had an injury down on the field. As soon as we hear anything, we'll be sure to pass the information along to you.
You all right? You gonna be all right? Just out. You see this right here? All right. Feel this? All right. It hurts. Right there. You're gonna be all right, man. You're gonna be all right. Let me help you. Come on. You gotta get. Come on. I need you to get back to us. Come on, let's go. You gonna be all right to play?
The Cardinals get their offense on the field and will start this drive at their 38-yard line. Holden catches the heater left sideline and is well past the markers for a first down.
Anquan Bolden has a guy shadowing him, but still manages to make the catch. He beats his man cold. It's all about staking your turf.
Definitely a slow start, but he's finally got a completion, and maybe now, Peter, he has time to make his mark on the game.
Where was he in the first half, Dan? Because I didn't notice him on the field at all.
Hodgins goes in motion. Chip gets the handoff and searches for a hole. Ground to a halt at the 43. It looks like, we've had an injury down on the field. As soon as we hear anything, we'll be sure to pass the information along to you.
You're gonna be all right. Let's go. All right.
Move it back, Ship. 2nd and 10. Ball at the 43.
McCown threw that one away. Incomplete pass.
Come on, Cardinals. We need a first down.
Let's stop him here, D. 3rd and 10. Ball at the 43. Way back.
McCown throws a bullet here. His pitch complete for a first down and a whole lot more.
Josh McCown threaded the ball back there to his man. He right past all that traffic. Good job.
And Peter, that play doesn't get off the ground unless he runs a very precise route.
And he had to beat his man. Couple of the best banging heads there.
First down, 2 receivers to the left. Smoot tips it away on the coverage. Incomplete. McKinnon had to leave the field earlier in the game, and now Susie Kalber has a report. Susie?
Thank you, Dan. I managed to get a word with the team doctors. They said he's suffering from a hyperextended elbow. They're trying to find a brace that will mitigate the pain, but nothing seems to be working. They're listing his return as doubtful. Back to you, Dan.
As always, we'll hope for the best up here in the booth. Thank you, Susie. McCown uncorks this to the left sideline, and they can't connect. Incomplete.
And Quan Bolden had some room on the outside on that play, but catching the ball was a different story. Incomplete.
Peter, I tell you, he seems to be in a bit of a funk recently. Yeah, I mean, that's his fourth ball thrown his way, and he can't reel them in.
Yeah, funky, Dan. He's just got to grab one to get his confidence back, though.
Smoot tips it away on the coverage. Incomplete. It'll be fourth down.
Fred Smoot swatted that one away cleanly. The receiver didn't have a prayer in getting that one.
That's his third batted ball. And he is doing his part, that is for sure.
Nice to see aggressive D like that, Dan.
Fourth down, and the field goal unit is on the field. Rackers kicks from 37 yards out and has it sailed just left of the upright.
Neil Rackers misses the field goal here. Let's watch this again. Yep, it's just a little bit to the side of the upright, but close only counts in horseshoes.
The Redskins have turned the ball over the past 2 times out. They need to hold on to it as they start this drive at their own 28-yard line. This pass will fall harmlessly to the ground, and it's incomplete. Farrell was shaken up earlier, and I hear Susie Culber has a report for us. Susie?
Thank you, Dan. I got in touch with the trainers, and right now, all they know is that his knee is in heaps of pain. They're looking at him right now. He seems to be in serious pain. The official word on his return, doubtful. Back to you, guys.
Thanks, Susie. Portis will get stopped at the line, and that will bring up third down.
Linton Portis had blockers on his side on that last play, but the defense was too smart. It gave him nowhere to go.
And this is nothing but read and react, Peter, which is what all defenders are taught.
Great concentration to nab one shifty runner. Stepping up and doing his job.
Brought down at the 31.
Coming out.
Dexter Jackson does a nice job picking off the pass there. He's got it, and he gets a little more with that nice little run back.
That's their third interception of the game, and Peter, the D is homing in on the passing game.
A tough play. I love it.
The Cardinals had their last drive stall out at the end. We'll see if they can keep momentum throughout this one, which starts at the 31-yard line. Bolden goes in motion. Washington tackles him behind the line of scrimmage.
Marcus Washington targeted the ball carrier early and didn't even let him get back to the line of scrimmage.
That will be his fourth tackle of the contest.
Ball at the 31.
Scratches the ball out left and is well past the markers for a first down. First down from the shotgun. Chip has his number called on first down and will end up losing a couple.
Phillip Daniels targeted the ball carrier early and didn't even let him get back to the line of scrimmage.
They put a stop to this play behind the line of scrimmage. Pretty good call by the defensive coordinator.
Agreed, Dan. They had it all locked up there.
That will bring up second down. And that'll do it for the third quarter. The Redskins enjoying the lead 10-0. Fitzgerald goes in motion. Chip is at the 5. Touchdown!
Touchdown, Cardinals!
Chip finds the hole on this this one and gained some good yardage. Wow, great blocking on that one.
He gets the touchdown off a nice play. Fantastic athleticism.
What a flair.
Now the point after, and
The extra point is good.
the ref gets the signal, and we're set. Rackers rockets this one deep. Morton downs this in the end zone for a touchback.
All right, man. Yeah. Thank you. No, don't touch me.
The Redskins have had real problems turning the ball over. They'll need to buck the trend on this drive, which starts at their own 20-yard line. Portis chews up 4 yards, and that brings up second down.
Second and 6. Ball at the Redskins, 24-yard line.
Portis takes it across the line of scrimmage and picks up the first down.
First down, Redskins.
Linton Portis has had good success when taking it out past the tackles where he can find some room and turn on the Jets. He's doing his part, and look at the numbers here. So far, he's got
72 yards on 14 carries.
First down,
and
2
10.
tight ends in the game.
Ball at the Redskins, 31-yard line.
Brunell throws a heater right sideline, and it's caught at the 46.
First down, Redskins.
Finally dropped at the 33. That will bring up first down.
Lavernius Coles must be wondering if he's in the twilight zone, Dan. There was absolutely no one there to cover him, and it doesn't get much easier than that. Yep, the D must have called the wrong formation, I think. That was a blown play all the way.
I'm glad he finally nabbed one because he's had a string of missed catches before this.
Yeah, his quarterback obviously didn't lose faith in him, though, Dan, because he's kept throwing it his way.
Jackson tips it away on the coverage, incomplete.
Dexter Jackson couldn't have read that play any better if it was tattooed on the inside of his helmet.
They have really gotten after the ball as a team today. That is their fifth batted ball.
Nice, aggressive D.
Brunell rifles it out left side, and he's on target for a gain of 5.
Linton Portis had a superb catch, even though he had 3 guys closing in on him. What a play.
He reels in another one today. Wonder what they put in his oatmeal this morning.
Probably the passing playbook.
Third down with the tight end right. Incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
Ron Cartwright found a spot in the middle on that last play, but couldn't connect with the ball. No catch.
Peter, in third down situations, they have not been successful at all with the pass. This play was more proof.
Boy, third is such a crucial down, Dan. And when you don't convert, it really hurts.
Fourth down, and the field goal unit is on the field. This one is up and in.
Right there. Oh, yeah, baby. Woo. All day, yeah, baby.
John Hall kicks the field goal, but watch how close the ball gets to the upright. Man, a few more inches and he'd have made the highlight reel. Not the way he would have wanted to, though.
John Hall kicking off for the Redskins.
There's the signal, and we're ready. Hall booms a beauty here. Scobie decides to take it out of the end zone. Brought down at the 20. Well, Peter, some interesting information up on the screen.
Oh, you bet. How they turn the ball over leaps out at you, and you have to think that that could come back to haunt them. Turnovers are the most telling stat in the NFL. Josh Scobie took it out of the end zone, and while it may have been a little risky, he gets out close to the 20, so it all comes out in the wash on that play.
The Cardinals offense takes the field with time winding down. They'll start at their own 20-yard line. McCown throws a bullet to the flat, and the reception is made for a pickup of maybe a yard.
Fred Smoot with the tackle.
Jones hauls in the pass and tries to get free. Eventually runs out of bounds at the 40. It will be first down.
Freddie Jones makes the catch and then takes it for a great run here. Now he's got it. If you give him the room, he'll be happy to take it from you.
A nice run after making the grab, and that's a big plus coming from your tight end.
Especially for him. He's not known for making those big gallops like that.
Chip takes his 13th carry of the game and heads wide left. Pushed out at the 42.
The ball carrier.
Marcel Shipp used the
Number
blocking, but
36
this stingy
with the push out of
defense
bounds.
didn't give up much at all on that last play.
Not much there. It'll be second down.
Got to take what you can get, Dan, but they were, hoping for more.
Second down
and
with
8.
two tight ends to the
Ball
right.
at the Cardinals' 42-yard line.
Punches this one left to center and moves forward for 7.
Marcel Shipp played smart and used his blockers to perfection on that last play.
A great job to move the ball and get themselves into a 3rd and short situation. This is a critical play for this drive.
Yeah, now, Dan, they can just fall forward and make the play.
Sounds easy,
3rd and
Peter,
1.
but we'll see if they can
Ball
pull
at
it
the
off.
Cardinals'
3rd
49-yard
down,
line.
one man down. Whips him down in the backfield, and the clock continues to run. That will bring up 4th down.
Move it back, shit.
4th and 3. Ball at the Cardinals' 47-yard line.
Shipp will get the carry on 4th down and can't convert. They'll forfeit the ball on downs.
Game over. Yeah, we got it.
LeVar Arrington is here to play, I tell you. What a stop on 4th down. It's worth another look. Oh, huge tackle, huge play.
Peter, that seemed like an odd situation to go for it on 4th down. What do you think?
Well, it was very gutsy, but maybe they should have used their heads and not their digestive system on that one.
How was that?
Guts.
Gutsy.
Digestive.
The Redskins will start this drive near
4 yards.
midfield. The Cardinals take their first timeout.
Wow,
Second
those are
and
nice
6.
stats. Way to carry the ball.
44-yard line.
Cooley goes in motion. Portis has his number called on 2nd down, and the Cardinals will take a timeout. That's their second. Third down, just a single receiver on the field. Portis will get stuck. Cardinals take a timeout. That's their final one. Tupa lines up to punt after the 3 and out.
Number 81 to make the return.
Tupa takes the long snap and punts it away. Bolden gets it at the 13. Tackled at the 17.
Anquan Bolden didn't get very far running that ball back, but on the bright side, the kick was pretty lackluster, so his offense gets pretty good field position anyway.
The Cardinals will start this drive deep in their own territory with the clock at 1:16. McCown throws this on a rope, and the catch is made, and the clock continues to wind down.
Smoot with the tackle.
Bowen hammers the receiver and forces him to drop the ball.
Number 81
Incomplete.
was the intended receiver. Number 41.
Josh
with the
McCown
coverage.
has had difficulties, to say the least, and now he's second-guessing everything he's thrown. Terrible day. So far, he's struggled to get
89 yards and 1 interception.
Third down, 3 wideouts in the game.
Cardinals 25-yard line.
McCown rifles it out left side, and it's intercepted.
Marcus Washington does a fantastic job breaking down the play and knowing where to be to intercept the pass. Having help in the zone really paid off for him.
Peter, you couldn't ask for more from him today. He has done his part.
And then some. So far, he's got 2 interceptions. Not a lot of time to get the job done, but they can stop the clock 3 times with their timeouts.
Loss of 1 on the play.
Take their sweet time getting this play off, Dan. There's no reason for them to hurry the snap.
Loss of 2 yards on the play.
Going to do it for this one. The Redskins come out on top 13-7. For my partner, Peter O'Keefe, this is Dan Stevens saying goodbye until next time.
All right. It's going to be coming to you, baby. It's going to be coming to you. All day.
All right, gang, great work as always. And with that, we welcome everybody back to the ESPN studios for our ESPN Video Games post-game show. I'm Chris Berman. The Redskins stepped it up for sure, putting up some good numbers. We'll pick up the action midway through the third quarter. Ronald McKinnon was in the right place at the right time, as his interception was a possible momentum shifter. The Cards back at it after their D made a stop in the red zone. The ball at the 44. Josh McCown would drop back and deliver a strike on this one. The Skins, after a missed field goal, Skins up by 10. Dexter Jackson is reading the quarterback's eyes all the way as he's able to get his hands on this one and pick it off. The Cards have it off an interception. Marcel Shipp get up ahead of steam, and then it was clear sailing from there. A 15-yard touchdown for the Cardinals. Cards losing 10-7. Lavernius Coles ran a terrific route here and was able to pull this one in. That set up a 45-yard field goal. Freddie Jones had to work to find an opening, but he was able to haul this one in. Cards down by 6. Marcus Washington would come up with the big play to kill a drive as he was able to step in front of a wayward pass for an INT. And that's where we'll leave this one. Skins squeaked out a win, 13-7. Now let's take a sec to chat with our player of the game, the guy who seemed to be all over the field on defense and came up with big play after big play. Marcus Washington is standing by with Susie Calder. Suze?
Thank you, Chris. You really showed up today, and you nosed them out in this nail-biter game. What do you think was the critical factor in getting the W?
This was a hard game for us today. Both teams put everything they had into winning. We were fortunate to come up with some big plays down the stretch, and that allowed us to come out on top.
Chris, back to you.
That winds up our broadcast of the NFL preseason on ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports for 25 years and counting. I'm Chris Berman. Thanks for joining us.